You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live somebody. Let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there, making it dope as hell for you, for your day. Hopefully you guys wrapped your day up because it is late or a later show than usual. All right. Or, I just kind of go live anytime. But, this is the only live I've done all day. So I wanted to hop on. I was going to do this as a pop-up video just to kind of end the day or end the show. But, or not end the show, but end the day nonetheless. And I felt like, you know what? Hey, no. Let me do this as a live. We're going to talk about this live. We're just going to do it live, y'all, together as a family, because this is some wild stuff. I have so much to say about all of this ish that has been unfolding around this cartel situation, this cartel tragedy, okay? Because we did lose 2 souls. 2 lives were lost in this situation. And now we're hearing more information. This is a weird and strange turn of events, but at the same time, is it justice? Is it justice well served? Or no? And here's the other thing. Does the Mexican cartel have their own PR agent? Do they have their own little liaison that goes out there and speaks on behalf of the Mexican cartel? This is some wild. I'm not kidding. You see the title down below. This is not a joke. This is really real. One part of me, I feel good about this. I'm happy about it. But another part of me feels some type of way about this too. We're going to get into it. We're definitely going to get into it because I've never heard a cartel to ever leave a letter and saying lo siento. Literally. Oops. Lo siento. Interesting. We got to talk about this. This is crazy stuff. Not going to be here for a very long time, but we're here for an informative and hopefully good time as well. So please hit that like button down below. Crush it. Send it past 300 likes as you guys start to file in. We got to talk about this, and I can't be on for several hours tonight. So this is the only story we are going to be talking about. We are going to dive into this, and we're going to be discussing it as a family. So be sure to hit that like button. Again, send it past 300 likes as you guys start to file in. I appreciate every single last one of y'all for being here. And please, if you haven't done it yet, you're missing out. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. You know the rest. Okay? Be greatly appreciated. I have to say that. It feels weird to say, y'all know the rest, and let's get into it. Feels kind of selfish. Okay, so it'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, let's get into this. Okay, because I'm a gentleman. At least I try to be. As much as I can. All right. But as we know, there were 4 people that went down to Mexico. And what we know is that Latavia, the girl, there was 3 men and a woman that went down there to Mexico, and she was going down there specifically for a tummy tuck. Okay. A budget, a budget tummy tuck. Because you know how expensive it is out here in America. Okay. Regardless, you hear stories every single time about friends. I've heard friends of mine do this stuff. I've seen other YouTubers go off to places to go get, elective surgeries done outside of America because it's cheaper, right? So what this woman did and why they were going down there was not something that it's something that a lot of people do. It's not out of the norm for them to go down there and get a tummy tuck, a BBL, breast reduction, implants, you name it, they do it down there just as much as we do it up here in our neck of the woods, okay? Stateside, okay? But while they were there, they were caught in the middle of I guess there was an exchange of gunfire, and they were basically taken right there in the middle of the streets. We saw the video. We looked at that. We had our good friend, former FBI agent Jennifer Coffin-Daffer on to talk about this, to just go into detail about this, because it's just wild to think that something like this would actually happen. And of course, we're going to circle back on certain things that we, certain topics or certain points that me and Jennifer talked about on the show yesterday that I'm going to reiterate again on this show as well. So we will be talking about some more things about just being safe out there. If you're going to go if you're going to go overseas, if you're going to go into, if you're going to be a foreigner in a foreign land, what you should be doing, how to stay safe, etc. We will be talking about that a little bit throughout this whole thing. Okay. Now, what's really strange about this is that after 5 days, this is the tragic part, they finally found the 4. 2 of them had passed. 1 is still injured, that he's in the hospital. And then the woman survived. She wasn't hurt at all. And they're safe now. The 2 surviving people, 2 surviving Americans, they are okay. But of course, this has become national news. A lot of us have talked about this like crazy. Okay? We've talked about this like crazy. And just recently, earlier today, because I know a lot of people have been talking about this, this turn of events, the cartel ended up giving up 5 of their own, 5 members who they say were involved in this mistaken identity situation, which is very interesting. And then on top, after that as well, apparently they left a letter apologizing for what they did. Take a look at this. This is weird. It says that right here. 5 Gulf Cartel assassins who kidnapped the Tummy Tuck 4. That's what they're penning them now. The Tummy Tuck 4, taking the lives of 2, are tied up and dumped in the street with a note from cartel bosses apologizing to the 4 South Carolina families. Very strange. It's very strange because here it is, guys. I see Sandwich. What's up? She said, I think it's interesting yet fair. Let me tell you something, though. This could be any 5 dudes. This could be any 5 dudes. I'm sorry. I hate to be the skeptical one here, but this could be any 5 dudes. It really could. Now, let me show you the photo. Before we go into the news, here they all are right here. Let me blow that up again, too. Okay? Yes, fair. 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 Interesting yet fair. Yet you got 5 dudes that could be anybody. This could be any 5 dudes. This could be any 5 dudes that are willing to take the fall for this now so that they climb up in the ranks later, become a shot caller or something. I don't know I really don't know how the cartel works or anything. I don't know if there's a 401k. I don't know if there's, benefits, if they cover your health insurance, etc. Maybe there's a retirement plan involved in there. I don't know, but they damn sure got a PR agent going out here going, hey, cabrón, lo siento. But here's the 5. I find that a bit strange, guys. I know some of y'all like Sandwich, interesting yet fair. But for me, I'm not riding with this. I didn't know that they were so corporate-y. Do they have like an HR department? Do they have an HR representative as well? I'm just curious. Because as much as we're looking at this and going, yes, justice, how justice is this? Does that make sense? How justice is this? I'm just going to say it like that. Hashtag, how justice is this? This could be any five. These could be five dudes that did some very bad things. They all could have been snitches. And they just said, hey, we're going to take all these five and we're just going to throw them out there. And we're going to say, boom, there you guys go. Here's the guy. Lo siento, though. Sign the Mexican cartel. Make that make sense, guys. Let me point this out as well. And I know this has to do with Cabo 6 and they be Americans and stuff. But this turnaround was so fast. And hey, let me say this too. If this really is what it is, these are the five dudes that were involved in it. They did the bad, etc. Then yes, may God have mercy on their disgusting, disturbing, monster ass souls. Please and thank you. But it just seems so quick. And then the other part I have to ask is why? Why would the cartel go, oh no, this is not good? Get them. Get rid of them. Why? What is it? Is it a fear of them saying, oh, we're worried about tourist money, right? So, okay, here you guys go all dusted off and everything. Here are the five bad guys. Here you guys, they were working for us and it was a mistake, but here you go. And then here's a letter just so you know, okay? Because, we want to keep a good image for Mexico, okay? We want your monies and your bodies. I mean, your money. Sorry, your money. We just want your money. So here you go. See? Nice and clean. Bad guys. They did that. Here you go. Oh, and here's a letter with some flowers and some candies. Sorry, but come back. They're not going to do that. They don't care. They don't care. Okay? That's what I think. Okay? Infinite content on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching on Twitch. And that could very well be it. Pascal, this just might be sacrificial pawns just to keep the CIA and DEA off the cartels. Hey, you see what I'm saying? It's very, very interesting. Tractor Basil. Tractor Basil. It's been a long time since I've seen that name. How you doing, Tractor Basil? It's a show of power. In fact, or the fact they can say they did it, they're sorry for it, and have accountability. It's a show of power. The fact they can say they did it, they're sorry for it, and have accountability. Okay, you know what? That could very well be it too. Like see how easy it is? Like we did that. Yeah, we took those lives. We kidnapped those people. But see how expendable these people are? These five monsters are? We don't care. We got plenty more where those come from. But here's a letter still, though. It doesn't make sense. I'm just saying. Okay? Yes, I'm getting what you're saying. This is power. It's just power. A display of, expressing and showing your exact power. And how you have that, sure. And how you go, I run this town. This is my town. I run this town. That could be it too. That could very well be it too. Okay? But still, cray-cray. I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, cray-cray. Real talk, it's crazy. You throwing in, you literally threw your own people under the bus, really? And again, I'm going to say, hey, hopefully these are really the guys. And even so, look at this mother love in the middle. He all smiling and stuff, just right there in the middle, like, hey, we're going to jail. We're going to Mexican jail. Oh, man, I can't wait. Man, I can't wait for jail. This is going to be great, right, bro? It's going to be amazing. Yeah, Mexican jail is so much fun. I get to see my cousin. It's been like 10 years. I can't wait. Like, really, you think like this piece of trash, Okay? This piece of trash smiling. I hope to God this is the guy. Okay? I hope to God that these five are the five. But at the same time, we talk about the Mexican cartel. Can we really believe them 110%? I'm just saying. It seems a little strange, don't you think? Right? I just don't know. They catch people and then they turn them into drug mules. I'm just saying. They also traffic bodies. They traffic people. Young, old, black, white, Asian. It don't matter. So I'm just saying. Are we supposed to really believe them right now? Just saying. But let's get into this. Okay? They're so moved that they actually left a letter. Okay? And the same, I'm wondering, Brandy, Chanel, or Channel, okay? I'm wondering why he's smiling though too. What's you smiling for, bro? Okay? Is this exciting for you? But I keep thinking, maybe they're taking an L so that when they get out of prison, which I don't know what kind of laws, how long or, how long they're sentenced for and all that stuff. You never know. They maybe turn this thing around. And they just get spat back out into these streets. And then those guys get to move up a rank. You never know. They might be like head of the cartels going, who out here? We need 5 guys. Okay, guys, we need 5 guys to come together and say that you were part of this thing, taking the lives of these people. But hey, there's great benefits here, guys. There's great benefits. All right, I know you guys are the bottom rung and, you're only getting a certain amount of hour and all that stuff. But actually, with this sacrifice, you get benefits. Huh? Juan, I know you've been talking about how you've been working really hard here, but you've been wanting to get some extra benefits for, your kid, right? Little Pedro. Yeah, I know. So we can actually add him to our health insurance. You just have to say that you were one of the guys. Each and every single one, all 5 of you, when you guys get out, you get more benefits. Okay? And we'll even throw in 401k. How you like that? Huh? Gutierrez loves it. Oh, Jorge is all down for it. Yeah, let's do that. No. Just doesn't make sense to me. Okay? Just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. But okay. They threw these guys out and said, here you go. And here's a letter on top of it. Let's get into this. Okay. So it says, there we go. It says 5 Gulf Cartel monsters who kidnapped 4 Americans and took the lives of 2 have been tied up and dumped in the streets by narco bosses. The suspects were pictured smirking as they were arrested in the center of the border city of Matamoros on Wednesday night. A note from their bosses written in Spanish was left with the henchmen apologizing for the unalivings and claiming they were happy to hand over those responsible. Again, I didn't realize that the cartel was so corporate. And again, the fact that these guys are smiling, I'm going to say it again. I don't give a damn. These guys they're smirking. They're smiling, y'all. They got big old grins on their faces like, haha, we got them. Like this is one big old joke. Like, oh, we about to bamboozle every single one of them. Or then again, let's be real too. If they're known for just, icing people or moving people, if you get what I'm saying, these guys may look at this as just like, this is just a walk in the park. This is just another Tuesday. Right? These guys must be messed up in the head. Really, think about it. These guys don't care about human life, and they probably don't give a damn about their own too. So if they were to be, if they were to be arrested for doing the things that they've done, they're like I care. Yeah, I do this and I do it again as soon as I get out. Maybe. But at the same time, though, it is a bit strange. There's so many other people out here in this world that have disappeared whilst being in Mexico that have become stories, headline stories. And not once has the cartel ever come up and said, yeah, we did. Yeah, we turned her into a mule. Here's a letter. And here's the guy who actually did the surgery on her. Just so you know. Lo siento. You don't get that. So why now? Why now? Just seems a bit strange, guys. Seems a bit strange. I got a super chat here really quick. We're going to continue. Thank you so much for the 20, Misty Fisher. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Actually, we're going to do this because we can. Okay. Thank you so much. The highest in the room. Okay. Thank you so much. She says, in my opinion, U.S. officials should send the Cabo 6. Yeah, they should. And let the cartel handle them. Woo! And show them how they treat folks who and show them how they treat folks who innocent folks. Like they choose to run against or turn against and unalive Shanquella. I'm just saying, I would be so down to see Cabo 6 being thrown back in there and a letter from the American government being like, yeah, you can keep them. Something like that. I saw them. They were rummaging through our trash. Just wanted to return them back. You know what I'm saying? Are these yours? I think we don't claim them anymore. Here you go. Right? Enjoy Cabo 6. But yeah. Kind of ridiculous. All right. Tyler Hackner, thank you so much for the 2. What complete monsters they are. Absolutely. What complete monsters they are. Exactly. I agree. 110%, Tyler. What complete jerks the cartel is. What complete jerks and monsters the people that work for the cartel. These are all very, 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 very bad people. Okay. Very, very bad people. Okay. Very, very bad people. But let's continue. Again, I'm asking you guys your own personal opinion. Do you think these are really the 5 that were involved? Do you think this is the original 5 for real? Just talk about that in the comments, in the family chat. Let's continue here though. All right. They claimed the monsters, I got to use these code words, unfortunately. Okay, guys, who were part of the notorious Scorpion Splinter Group, operated outside of cartel rules and condemned the attack, adding that the CDG has always respected the life and integrity of the innocent. What? I'm sorry. That is straight lies, y'all. That's cap. That is straight lie. I'm sorry, because we're going to look at the letters here too. So we're going to read it. This is just a piece of what they said. But they have always respected the life and integrity of the innocent. What the hell? Are y'all the cartel? Y'all don't give any damns about life. Y'all take people and turn them into things that they shouldn't even be turned into. You send them places that shouldn't even be sent. Oh, you send people away. Many, many people have walked into Mexico and never came back because of y'all's. Ain't none of y'all innocent, so how can you really respect the integrity of the innocent and of course, respect life? When you exploit that every single day, when you damage people's lives every single day, the hell? This is the most hypocritical line I've ever heard in my whole entire life, y'all. But okay, let's continue. It comes as questions are being raised over why the Americans were in the cartel-run city in the first place after the Daily Mail revealed their previous links to drugs. Let me say this too. And this is something I do not agree with 100. I do not agree with. I get it that there's a lot of people that are asking, like, well, why would three brothers go down there with one girl who's only gonna, why would three brothers go down with this girl who's getting elective surgery for a tummy tuck, right? Well, maybe she just didn't feel safe going down to Mexico by her doggone self. So maybe she went with her friends. Maybe. The other thing is I know that it is weird and people are trying to bring in the salaciousness of everything, basically saying, well, one of the dude's wives didn't even know that he went down to Mexico in the first place. But people lie all the time. People lie all the time. And just because, like the last part that I said that they had a previous link to drugs, okay, they have really gone down that deep end. People on the internet have gone crazy over that, basically going, oh, because they've had drug charges. Oh, they're down there to do some things with the cartel. I don't think so at all. This girl there was paperwork. There is proof that this woman was actually going and getting a tummy tuck over in Mexico. She went down with three guys. Sure, that looks suspicious. Sure, you can dress up all the speculation and all that crazy stuff you want, but at the same time, that does not automatically mean that they were out there doing bad things because there was links to drugs. There has nothing, because they have a previous rap sheets that have drug charges involved. That doesn't automatically mean that they're bad people, that they're out there up to no good. It's unfair. When we see stories like this all the time, where we hear stories, we see what the people look like, and they go straight for they thugs. They were trying to move weight. Nah. What if she really was going down there just for a doggone tummy tuck? Come on, y'all. And she just had her friend go down there with her too, or her friends. That's it. I'm sorry. Just the way that people are taking things and trying to run with it is just, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. People want to take it and go down this crazy, slippery, salacious slide, and it could literally just be what it is at the surface of what it is. Boom. She went down with three friends that were all men. They were all black, maybe because she thought she was going to be safe with those guys. And that's it. I think that there should be more investigation into everything, and I'm saying into all of it. Just like when you have 5 guys that are being dropped off, I don't think the Mexican government should just be like, well, that's done, moving on. No. They should look into it and see what the hell is going on and see what's popping. Okay? And then, so L, let me grab that really quick. L said, ain't no way, Pascal. She went along with them while they were transporting some stuff, while they were moving weight. Let me say this. Then show me the Carfax. Let me see the proof. Again, we can go into speculation all day long, but with this, you need proof to show that they were actually involved in something. Just because they have rap sheets does not automatically mean that they were out there doing no good. Let me see the Carfax. And when that information does come out, then I will be like, okay, we have breaking news. They were down there doing this, that, and the third. When that comes out, I will say it. Trust. But if it's so far just people going down there to see Mexico and get a tummy tuck while they're down there, I'm taking it as that for now, until we get some actual more information. Misty's Fisher, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate it. Sadly, the cartel could be having these guys take the blame, like I said, absolutely, to get them over here in our prison system, to take some folks up out of here, okay, who are serving time. Interesting. This seems fishy to me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. To me, it just seems weird. Like, here are the 5. Sorry, though. And we do care about the livelihood of everyone. God bless America. Say no to drugs. Give peace a chance. Signed, Mexican cartel. Doesn't make sense. Seems a bit odd. But let's continue with this, okay? The Mexican government announced on Thursday it was probing whether the kidnapping could be directly linked to the movement of things, to moving weight, all right? Got to use these code words. The survivors' families have claimed they were there, so one of the group could get a cheap tummy tuck surgery, which we already know about that. Okay, and this is just more footage of the five with their shirts over their heads. I don't know why that happened, but okay. All right. And here's the letter itself. Obviously, I don't speak Spanish. Okay. I don't read Spanish. Okay. But they do have a translation of this here in a second. So we are going to be looking at that in just a minute. But before we get into that, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right. It's crazy. But hold on one second. Infamous truth teller. Thank you so much for the 5. I live in Arizona. Visit in Mexico. People go across all the time for dental, cosmetic. We used to go with guy friends too. Oh, guy friends too. You don't go. You have to pay to go, guy friends. Huh? I'm sorry, confused. Okay. We used to go with guy friends. We had to go. We used to go with guy friends too. You don't go. You have to go. You have to go, guy friends. I'm sorry. I don't understand that last part, but I do appreciate the 5. Yes. In the very beginning of it, yes. It is obvious that a lot of people will go down there for liposuction, tummy tucks, BBLs, etc., veneers, you name it, elective surgery like crazy, nose jobs, all that stuff. You see those things all the time, okay? All the time, all right? Plenty of people go down there and do that for sure, especially if you live near the border. But one thing that's very interesting is that they were from South Carolina. They drove all the way from South Carolina to Mexico. And I think that's one of the other reasons why people are very concerned about that too. Yes, Keisha, exactly. Also, cheaper medications, cheaper prescriptions, stronger medications as well. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that will go down there for a various amount of things because it's a certain thing you can't get from America that you can get there, etc. It's cheaper, y'all. So that's why you see a lot of people do stuff like that. Okay? But let's continue. So here is some of the letter, okay? So they left behind a note on a white poster where it tried to apologize for the brutal M's, for the brutal unalivings. It's sad, y'all. This whole thing is extremely sad. Okay, but the Gulf Cartel's Scorpions group strongly condemns the events of last Friday, March 3rd, where unfortunately an innocent working mother passed and 4 American citizens were taken, of which 2 had passed. This is what was written in this letter. And of course, we already saw the letter. It's written in Spanish. And for the continuing with the letter, it says, and for this reason, we have decided to hand over those involved and directly responsible for the acts who at all times acted under their own determination and in discipline and against the rules of the CDG, or against the rules that the CDG has always operated, respecting the life and integrity of the innocent, the cartel said. Like, I feel like this is a joke. Real talk. I feel like this is like a skit from SNL or something, you know? Or like from the Mina Mencia or something, you know? Something like that. But the CDG apologizes to the Matamoros Society, the relatives of Mrs. Arley, the American individuals and families affected. The CDG asks society to be calm because we are committed to not repeating those errors caused by indiscipline, and whoever is responsible will pay. A spokesperson for the state attorney general's office said the 5 alleged participants have yet to be brought up on charges. And again, just some more photos of them underneath. Now, there was another woman that lost their life in the crossfire of the exchange of bullets and all that, which is really sad. That's why they mentioned Miss Arley here. Okay. And that's why they were talking about the where was it? The innocent working mother, and then of course the 4 Americans as well. But at the same time, straight up, they're like, we are so sorry about this. Just so you know, we are working diligently to make sure that never happens in our company ever again. Like I said, it's like they straight up have their own HR. They have their own PR agent coming out, being their liaison, speaking on behalf of their Fortune 500 business. And they're going, our bad. And we care about life, just so you know. We care about the innocent, the innocent, and we care about human life. Crazy. Yeah. Post-woke world. Cartel damage control. Absolutely. Crazy. Or, or this is the Mexican Spanish. This is the Mexican Spider-Man. This may be it too, where they, like in every Spider-Man comic book or in the movies, he puts like, from your neighborhood Spider-Man or whatever, right? Whenever he catches somebody, put a little note. Maybe that's what it was. But maybe it was the Mexican Spider-Man that just left the note saying, here you go. We don't mess with evildoers. We make them turn themselves in. Crazy, guys. Crazy. And again, I still have to ask you guys, do you believe this? Do you really think? Do you really, 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 really think in your heart of hearts that this is real? That they really turned in the actual 5 that were involved in the unaliving of so many of these individuals and the taking of these individuals as well? Do you really believe that these 5 are really the 5? I'm going to say I don't believe it. I don't believe anything the cartel. I'm sorry. I won't. If they said, hey, drink this water, cabron, I'd be like, hey, no. I don't care if I haven't drank water in 2 weeks. I don't care. Not touching it. Don't care. We care about your livelihood. We care about your well-being. Hell no, you don't. Hell no, you don't, bro. Come on. For 5 days, let's talk about this really quick. Okay? For 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, they were moving Latavia and Shaid Woodward. Okay? Those were the 2 surviving ones, if I'm correct. Their names. Okay? They were moving those 2 around because they did not want to get caught. They were putting them in, like they even admitted them into a hospital at one point for a little while, just so that they can get the scent, like get the 5-0 off their backs. They were hiding this ish, hiding this. And now they send out a letter saying, oh no, we care about the livelihood of people. No, you don't. This is what you do. This is what you do to make money, guys. You terrorize and take people's lives and turn them into things that they shouldn't be turned into, if you get what I'm saying. Making them move weight for you. Or you turn them into things that they shouldn't be against their will, if you catch my drift. Notice that Latavia was fine. She was untouched. Why do you think? I hate to think that. I hate to think that. I hate to put that image or that thought into people's minds, but obviously they were trying. They could have, if law enforcement did not react or turn this around quickly or start looking as hard as they were looking, Latavia would never be found ever again. Let's keep it real, y'all. They looked at her as, maybe they were looking at her as a money opportunity as well. Women in Mexico, man, it's not a good thing, okay? It's a very, very dangerous thing. But we saw them getting taken. Two of these men are no longer alive. And I think a lot of the damage happened during when they were actually getting abducted, the moment of them getting taken, the bullets flying and everything, just like with what happened to the mother, the working mother, Arlie. Same thing. I think that the ray of bullets and the chaos that happened, I think a lot of the damage and a lot of the hurt, if you get what I'm saying, happened right then, before they were thrown in the back of the truck and driven off. That's what I think. And it's still sad, no matter what. Infamous Truth Teller, thank you so much for the 2 lives lost. But what about Quella? For her justice. You know, I'm wondering the same thing. It's just that what's crazy about that is a completely different story, if that makes any sense. It's a completely different story. That story, it's Americans that did this. Those Americans are in America now. Mexico, it's opposite day. You see what I'm saying? The crimes that were happening on Latavia or the Tummy Tuck 4, that all happened in Mexico, and the American government ran in and was trying to basically turn this around quickly. It's different when it's Mexico trying to come into America to take those Cabo 6 in for justice. You see what I'm saying? If the Cabo 6 was still in Mexico right now, they would have been detained. They would have been in a Mexican prison by now, for sure. There would be no red tape, no BS, none of that. We wouldn't have to worry about any of that. But given the fact that we're looking at this, I just think it is opposite. But they still need the justice as much as just as much and just as swiftly as the Tummy Tuck 4 received. And I'm going to say this too. That is if this is real. That is if this is real. Okay. Hold on real quick. Karen, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. I can't talk today. It's a wild day today. Sam Witch, thank you so much. The docs who did that to Shanquella ain't even punished. That's what I'm saying. In Mexico, no one would pay for it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. And the reason why we talked about this one too, and brought in Jennifer Coffindaffer and all that, was because I wanted to get a clear, concise understanding of what was going on here and why these things happened the way that they did, and why is it different? Why is this one different than Shanquella. I do now realize that it is kind of opposite day, a little bit. The crimes are being committed and those people were taken. Unfortunately, with Shanquella, the crime had already been committed. And this one was still a developing story of them being lost. They were just found just the other day. So I think that when it comes to that, I am very happy that the turnaround was quick. I am, but I don't know if I fully believe this. I don't know if I fully believe this BS. I really don't. I don't believe it. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. I think it's the cartel, like somebody said in the super chat, or I think in a comment. I think it's just them trying to get the powers that be from America off their track, off their backs, and away from them. That's what I think. These are just five guys, I think, that just took the fall. And I'm sure they're getting either paid tremendously well, or they're getting promised of an upgrade when they get out of prison, because you never know. You never know. Something ain't right with this. This is screaming fake to me. Okay? This is screaming finesse. Okay? This is, to me, the cartel is going, we're trying to finesse you. Y'all are about to get finessed. That's what's happening here. And imagine them writing that letter. Yeah, we really care. We truly care about the innocence and life. I'm sorry. This is too good. Sign the Mexican cartel. I'm sorry. Even them writing it, I'm sure they were laughing with their mounds of cocaine. Scarface mounds of cocaine as they're writing this out. It's going to be brilliant. They're going to love it. But I'm telling you right now, this is fake as hell. I'm sorry. Okay. Post-woke world. Maybe the cartel is reformed. Okay. They found the Jesus. They found the Jesus. That's what happened. Yes. Hallelujah. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for the amount of cocaine that are in front of us right now. We could not have what we have right now without the cocaine. Thank you so much. But we have to return this. We have to turn you in. Because what would Jesus do? He would turn your ass in. I'm so sorry. And then we'll make sure we write a I'm sorry letter as well with some flowers. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Yeah. They found the Jesus hamburger. Yeah, woke cartels. They're like, yes, we have to make sure that we do the right thing from now on. We're not breaking laws anymore, guys. We're going to do the right thing from this point on. Who did this? Javier, come here. See, I told you, we've changed things now, Javier. It's a different approach now. It's a different world. It's a different world. We have to go with God, Javier. Go with God. Again, another title here, just so I can show it to you guys. Mexican cartel apologizes in letter for kidnapping of Americans, turns in members, and of course, they're saying that these were the members that were responsible of this. Still just very, very strange to me. A letter purportedly from the Mexican cartel, allegedly behind the taking of these Americans last week, claimed it has dealt with the members involved and responsible for the incident, handing them over to authorities to detain. Again, I'll just read this again. They just said, we have decided to turn over those who were directly involved and responsible in the events who at all times acted under their own decision-making and lack of discipline. They basically say, no, we bad people, but we didn't do this one. We did not give them the green light. We didn't give them the green light. So you got to understand that had nothing to do with us. They wanted to act like it was the Wild Wild West. They just wanted to be all John Wayne out here in these streets. So just so you know, they did this on their own accord. They did not do this as a part of a decision that we made in the cartel. They did this themselves. We take no responsibility on this. That's why we're handing them over to you. We're good, right? And don't forget, we really respect the life and well-being of the innocent. Just so you know. Love, hearts and kisses, Mexican cartel. Yeah. That's real. That be real. Okay. That be real. Now, let's talk about something really quick, because to me, I don't believe it. I don't entirely believe it. Okay. I don't. Because I don't trust the cartel. And I feel like that's a safe bet. You know, it's like, when you're playing roulette, always bet on black, right? Don't eat yellow snow, right? Look both ways before you cross the street. And don't trust the cartel. It's as synonymous as any of those little sayings and those little things that you should all abide by, okay? To me, it is just as synonymous. No, I don't trust them. I don't believe them. And it's all lies. They are trying to finesse us. Okay. That's what they're trying to do. So whoever really did what they did to these 5 people, I hope wherever they are, karma comes and gets them. Okay. I hope that karma is going to get them. But I don't think it's those 5. Again, I think the cartel is trying to finesse the government, trying to finesse the people, and that's it. Now let's talk about this. Ladies and germs, if you're going into a foreign land, please keep your head on a swivel. Please be smart out here. Because there's a lot of people out here that are evil. There's a lot of evildoers. Lots and lots of evildoers out here. So please keep your head on a swivel. If you can afford it, or if you do have someone that is somewhat fluent, that understands the language, that understands the area, especially if you're going outside of those resorts that you go to. There's a reason why resorts exist in certain areas. Because as soon as you step out of that resort, it's a jungle out there, guys. You have to be really, really smart and savvy when you're on these streets. You never know who is watching you for their own financial gain. So please, you go on these trips, or if you're going out there to go get a BBL, or, you're about to get snatched, whatever it is, I don't care. Whatever it is that you need to do for yourself, then that's your business, okay? If you're going to go across the border, fly over a pond, whatever it is, to go and get veneers, get some new boobies, get a new booty, please be sure that you go with people that you trust, and only stick to places that you know are safe. Also, another thing too, doesn't hurt to ask people, locals, or actually the hotel staff, etc., advice on places that you should go to or places to avoid. That's something that's a good idea too, right? It's like, okay, don't go down this route. Don't turn left here. Stay away from this area here. It's very, very bad. If you're trying to go out there and see how the locals live, Just be smart, or make sure you have somebody who knows the area very well. That's it. You can also have a great time in the resort and never step foot out into the wilderness. Okay. Just saying. I know that's very, blah and bland, and I know that's not as authentic, but at least you are safe. And exactly, I was going to say that God's property, okay? GP is very, very important. If you can't get a guide, get a guide. But I'm telling you right now, the things that you see in the resort are the same things you're going to see outside of the resort. That's it. You're just going to see how the locals live. That's basically it, y'all. So just be smart with it. Period. Be smart with it. Don't be dumb. Because us Americans stick out like a sore thumb. We smell different. We dress different. Our swagger, the way we hold ourselves is different. They can see that from a mile away. Trust me. Okay? So we have to be very, very smart. Don't let your guard down. Keep your head on a swivel. Okay, guys? But again, when it comes to this, okay, and that's true local trees, you can apply that to any country. Absolutely. Same thing with any city in America as well. I'm going to keep it real. You know for a fact that there are places that you go to in America that are dangerous as hell too. You have to be smart. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get out there and be like, oh, let me see what happens I'll just walk down this dark, dimly lit, dangerous alley filled with needles and broken glass. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to walk down. It's America. Stop being stupid, y'all. Stop. Okay? Do me that favor. Even in your own towns, y'all, stop being stupid. And I say stupid in a loving way. Keep your head on a swivel. Be safe out there. Be around people that you care for and that care for you and that you trust 100%. That's it. And if you're going to go get a BBL, let me tell you something, y'all. Okay, y'all are beautiful. Like, I feel like I'm about to break into a Christina Aguilera song, yes, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to do that right now. But I want to tell you guys, if you really, let me tell you, I think you're beautiful exactly how you are. Every single last one of y'all. Some of y'all smell amazing right now. I guarantee you. Probably smell like vanilla, lavender. And some of y'all stink. But at the same time, here it is, though. That's how God made you, though, baby. That's how God made you. Okay? So embrace yourself and love yourself. But here it is, though. If you really feel that you have to, like it's a part of you're just like, I will not feel complete until I have a booty. If that really is what it is, hey, let me tell you, that's on you. That's your life. If that's what's going to make you feel good when you wake up in the morning, do you. But let me tell you something. Please just save the extra ducats, I meant. Save the extra ducats and do it in your own country. Jumping off into Mexico or going to India for veneers or going to such and such place for cheaper, this, that, and the third. I'm telling you right now, it can get dangerous. Sometimes you come back not the same and not in a good way. I've heard so many, ladies, y'all going out to the DR, coming back with half a booty. You thought you were going to get two. You got one, not even one. It's a quarter ass. Seriously, the damage that has happened on some of these women's bodies from these cheap, elective surgeries is absolutely astonishing. But they fly somewhere else. They're like, I'm going here and I'm going to get a booty. And they come back and they got quarter ass. I'm serious. So if you really are going to do that, if you're feeling like, okay, I've worked out, I've done the crunches, I've eaten nothing but salads for the last 17 months and there has been no change, and you're going, hey, I need to get that tummy tuck or get that little bit of that lipo, save the money and just do it in the country that you are in. Find a good doctor and get it taken care of. Okay? Because if you're going to go and get it fast and cheap, you're going to get fast and cheap. Y'all understand that? Same thing with these veneers, babies. You guys are going out to wherever, South America, some of y'all flying to South America for new teeth. Y'all come back, teeth falling out your face. If you really want those veneers, and some of y'all look great, some of y'all look like horses. I'm sorry I said it, but it's the truth, okay? You didn't think about like the size of whatever, or they just said, one size fits all here, sir. It's like, oh, I didn't know that, but I'm already here, so F it, let's just do it. And then you look like a horse. And then you can't even talk. Everything is lispy and you sound like this the entire time. Seriously. If you're really going to do it and you feel like you need to do it, save the extra cash, save the extra monies. Don't go out every single night, just every single weekend night, spending it all on booze. Save that money if you're serious about getting the ish done. And do it in a place that you're comfortable in. That is not a foreign land, that you know for a fact you're going to get top dollar results. I know it's expensive. I know. Oh my God, it's so expensive. But at the same time, that's what you're paying for. A proper service. To have something with you for hopefully forever. Okay? That's it, guys. That's it. I love you guys. I care for every single last one of y'all. I'm all about self-improvement all day long. And if it's something that you need to do, you're feeling like it's not enough, especially you ladies, shout out to the ladies. Love you. But if you guys feeling like that, hey, save the money. Pick up an extra job. Do that DoorDash a couple months, whatever it is. And just make sure you're getting the proper service in a land that isn't foreign to you. That's all I'm saying. Just be safe. My beautiful, beautiful babies. Anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Seriously, it really does mean a lot. Let me tell you something, though, guys. I don't believe it. Again, just going back to the story. I do not believe this at all. And this could very well be the 5. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be 110% wrong. I'm wrong a lot of times in life, okay? But at the same time, this screams to me not real. Let me show you guys the photo one more time before we head off, before we get going, before we say bye. Again, just take a look at these guys right here. And let me blow it up one more time so you guys can see it. Bow! In your face! Look at that. Dude smiling up and chuckling and having a grand old time. Something about it does not scream justice yet. But then again, maybe it does. And I just don't understand that if they sit here and say, we care about innocence and we care about the life, like the livelihood of the innocent, a smile like this does not tell me that they give a damn about human life. That's just me. These guys allegedly did some very, very bad things. There's a very special place in hell for each and every single one of these men. If these really are the men, there's a special place in hell for every single last one of them. Karma is a mother lover. And I'm hoping they get theirs very, very soon. But again, I will say I'm not fully satisfied as of yet. I'm just not. Okay? And we will find out more information as time goes on. Just a very strange, odd series of events. I will say that. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Please, guys, go and check out my merch page, okay? PascalMerch.com. I have, thank you, Debbie. I have just pinned it to the top of the chat. Go check it out. We got a whole bunch of great deals, great hats, hoodies, t-shirts, you name it, it is all there. So please go and check it out. Okay. I'd really, really appreciate it. Okay. And of course, before we get going, do not forget to hit that like button down below. Send it past 400 likes before you leave. A like doesn't cost a thing, but it does help the story, helps the show get out there to other people. So please and thank you. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. And of course, don't forget, if you're interested in joining the membership, joining the family membership, please hit that join button down below. That'll be greatly appreciated. It keeps these purple lights on. That would be really appreciated. Okay. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all. You guys have been amazing. It's great to just chuckle with you guys and talk about this, but we do need justice for these 4 or these 5, actually. They do. Hopefully we're getting a step closer to that, but we'll see as this story continues to develop. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.